Hello everybody, Teacher Maribel here with you guys and welcome to my channel. I have called the section of my Friday video, The Journey Learning English. Adventure is out there. I love that movie. And I have called it like that because in these kind of videos, I will talk about frustrated things that happen to us in this journey learning English. Also, we're gonna talk about annoying things, like for example, learning grammar. But also we're gonna talk about cool things that make us happy, and also funny things that happen to us when we try to learn this beautiful language. So thank you very much for watching, and let's start. Well, today we're gonna talk about English teachers, and that is like to throw a rope around my neck because I am myself an English teacher, but let's see how it goes. So today we're gonna talk about two kinds of English teachers. One that marked my life in a positive way, and the other one that did it in a negative way. So we're gonna talk about that, and I hope you have fun and you also get to learn something. So the first type of teacher, it was the teacher that I had when I was in high school, basically the 2 last years of high school. And it was a terrible experience with this teacher because I think he just didn't like to teach, or I don't know, maybe I'm just judging him. But the thing was, he had this really boring aspect, like boring shoes, boring t-shirts or shirts. It's like when he entered to the classroom, it was just like, oh my gosh, this is going to be another English class. So it was not, how do I say it? Inspiring at all. That's one of the things about him. But the other thing, because I cannot judge about how somebody dresses, but the second thing about this teacher is that he spent 2 years teaching me English, supposedly, and the only things that he taught me was, on the one hand, verb to be, and on the other hand, that I remember, prepositions of place, basically in and on. And it was so boring. My gosh, I remember these copies, like tons of copies that we had to fill out with in and on, and that was like a game. It was like luck, you didn't know actually what you were doing. You just put in or on or are or you, or is or whatever, but actually we were not learning anything. So it was really frustrating for me. It was really annoying sometimes. His classes were not good, and that make a mark in my brain and in my heart also, because when you learn a new language, you need to be in love with the language. If you hate the language, forget it. It's not gonna happen. You're not gonna learn. So this teacher for me was horrible, and I need to add to that before this teacher, I had other not so good experience with other teachers, with other institutions. My parents, they enrolled me in 2 English schools. One of them, it was like a summer school.
And I remember it was horrible because at the end we had to prepare a presentation, and it was about this Christmas song about Rudolph, the one with the red nose, and we have to dance and everything. It was horrible, so embarrassing. So
bad experience. And then I start an English course in one English institution here in Bogota, in my country. And I'm
not going to say the name, but it was not a good institution. It was boring. Everything that we had to do there was boring. We had a book, and we just had to write and fill the spaces in the book. I also had a teacher that was really boring, and then I'm not going to talk about him. But
in general, my whole experience before this teacher in high school had been horrible. So he just killed it with his classes in high school. So this really marked my experience learning English, because after that I really hated English. I thought I was never going to learn and that it was an impossible thing to do. It was not for me. So that's how this guy impact my life and my learning of the language. It was just crazy. So yeah, really sad, really negative, but okay, yeah, things like that happen in life. So you have to figure it out how to get out from those places. So yes, I did get out, and after that, I had an amazing teacher. So this teacher that I'm going to talk about now is a teacher that I had in the United States when I was learning English there, and it was just a fantastic teacher. She just inspired me so much in that time, and she keeps inspiring me now in this time to keep learning English and also to teach English to other people. It was an amazing experience to have the chance to have a class with her. So I studied English for 1 year in the United States, in California, to be more exact. And after that year, I did 1 semester in college. Because I just wanted to have the experience to study at the university or at college in the States. So I had to take some classes. I had to take 3 English classes and 1 class related to business. I think the name was Business 1. And my English classes. So I had to take a class related to reading, another one, I think it was only vocabulary, and the other one was my writing class with the teacher that I'm going to talk about. So I don't exactly remember the name of this teacher, but for matters of this video, I will call her Mrs. Clay, because I think her name is started with C, but I don't exactly remember what her last name was. It was so many years ago, so yeah. I took this writing class, and as you know, if you want to study in an English-speaking country, or only if you want to study in English, like your career or master in English, you need to know how to write essays, because basically during your classes you will have to turn in essays. Like that will be how you will show the results of the things that you have learned in your class. So I took this class with Mrs. Clay, and she was a very particular teacher. Like, she was really funny. She could have these amazing funny moments during the class, but also she could be terrifying. Like when she was coming to the classroom, like everybody would be like sitting on the chairs, like on the like on the chairs, yeah, sitting like really straight, like scared because she was coming. Like, you were just like terrifying because she was coming. But at the same time, you were really excited because you were gonna take a class. You were gonna take a class with this teacher. So she was very particular. She was not that high. She was more like kind of like short. She used to wear these like short heels that made her look like really classical, and like maybe with scarves. I don't know. It was really special. And also she was kind of like a little heavy, but she was just so cute. And her hair, she was really blonde, and she had like short hair. So I just want to make an image in your head about how she was. But the thing is that since she entered the classroom, like, she owned the classroom. It was just amazing. And she would tell us things like if you want to learn English, you need to act like you know English. And she would like make these moves like this with her mouth.
Like, you have to vocalize like
this, exactly like this. Like, I have it in my head like really clear, like how she was. The thing was that she was a really funny teacher, but also she was really strict with us. So she was a writing teacher, so of course we had to write an essay each week, and we would turn it in, and she would check it. And it was so good because every single time that I received my feedback in my email from my essay, I could see that even though I had like many things that were bad, like many mistakes, I could see that she made an effort to check it, because she was so like she would take a look to every single detail, every single mistake, and she would give me this amazing feedback, like, don't do this because of this, or this is not a good grammar because of this, you can better do this or that or whatever. And I remember these huge red marks in my essays, but I also remember how this helped me and how compromised she was, not only with me but like with everybody in the class. So it was amazing to have my essays reviewed by her. I also remember something, and that's why I'm making this video, because like a few weeks ago, when everything with the quarantine and the lockdown started, like everybody, I start also cleaning my room and cleaning everywhere, and I found this journal that she made us do, and it was amazing because we had to write stuff in our journal, and she would collect the journals at the end of the week, and she wouldn't read what we wrote in the journal, but she checked if we had the date. Like, for example, I'll show you this. This is the first one. This is 2013. My gosh, this is so long ago. But she would check that we had like written something like every single day, like here are the dates, and she would make just like a mark, like yes, like check, you did it. But the good thing is that we could write about anything that we wanted to write about, and it didn't matter if your grammar were correct, or if you were using the correct vocabulary or the correct spelling. The only thing that she wanted was us to write in the journal, and that was amazing. And I found it like, I want to show you my handwriting. It's horrible, was horrible, and it is still horrible now. But I found this note at the end of the course, and that's when in this point I want to show you how inspiring she was. So in my last journal, I wrote that I was really happy to meet a teacher like her, and I was really happy to that I took that class with her, and that I was in that moment my actually job was not an English teacher. My job was completely different. But something that I had clear in my mind is that when I came to Colombia, I wanted to teach English to other people. So I come from a place where people doesn't have a lot of money to pay for classes, and in that time, like 8 years ago, it was not now that we have many schools online that are that you have that are affordable, that you can have access to them. It was completely different. So only people that had a little bit of money could study English. So I wanted to come back and teach English to my community. In that time, I was at the church that I was attending. I made up like this little program that to teach English to teenagers in my church. So I started this, and in this last journal, I told her about it, and I thought she was not gonna read, but apparently she read it. She read it, the last journal, and this is what she wrote for me in that last page of my journal. I will read it for you. She said, "It was a pleasure to have you in my class. I hope you share all the knowledge you've earned with your people at home. Good luck." And Mrs. T, her signature, his signature here. And looking back and looking to what I am today, I know that as a teacher, I have many things from her. Like, I like to be funny. I like to be to really touch the emotions of my students, but I also sometimes I'm really scared. I'm really scary. I'm sorry. Like I like to scare my students if they don't study correct grammar and things like that. So I look back and I see how she influenced me in a positive way so much. And I am really happy that I had a teacher like her. I also have other good teachers in my time in the States, but she just nailed it. You know, she was just completely amazing, and I wanted to share with you about her because I hope that you guys also have teachers like her in your life. So that's everything for today. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you could enjoy this video, that it was fun for you, and that you also learned a little bit, that you had the opportunity to learn also English with me, practicing your listening with me. I'm sorry about some mistakes like grammar mistakes or vocabulary mistakes that I made on the video, but this is what happens when you learn a new language. So yeah, it is normal. Thank you very much for watching. If you like the content of this video and of this channel, please subscribe to my channel and click there in the notifications button so you can get a message every time that I release a new video. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next Friday.